We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Drake London, Falcons rookie wide receiver. He's an absolute stud coming out of USC. I was a huge fan of his film. He's a big body guy who dominates contested catch situations. He moves really well, too, for his size, and he's an underrated route runner. And one area I think he will improve next season is his yards after catch, because at USC he was dominant after the catch with the ball in his hands, but here he wasn't really put in the best situation to maximize his ability after the catch, so I think that's one area you will see him take a big jump in. My favorite reps from London in the most recent game, the last game of the season versus the Buccaneers, where London had a huge game. He does a great job setting up this corner. I love watching players manipulate route runners, do this. Like, this is such a special route. Look at there, he's facing cover 3 right here. He's facing an high outside leverage corner, so he starts by attacking the inside leverage, making it look like he's going to break to the inside, and he moves this corner. He dictates it with his leverage by just taking that hard inside step, and then he re-stems vertically, and this still moves the corner to the farther to the inside. He's moving him and then slightly getting back to the outside without the corner really noticing, and then gives him a hard stab to the inside, moves him off the spot, and then gets over the top vertical and is able to win at the catch point there. This is a high level route. Great job creating this leverage on his own just by this release off the line of scrimmage being slightly to the inside and then re-stemming it vertically and able to give a hard stab with that to the inside and get over the top. And he's just very strong at the catch because this ball is slightly underthrown because Ritter was under pressure, and he's still able to make a catch, body the ball away from his frame while getting hit, which is very, very impressive from Drake London. Drake London, bottom of the screen, versus Marlon Humphrey, press man-to-man, just one-on-one, and does a great job of just speed releasing off the line of scrimmage. Usually he likes to run, like with his releases versus press, he likes to take it a little more patient. He has a plan, he'll get physical with the corner, but this time he just speed releases to the outside, sells this vertical, but then works to the back shoulder on this, gets physical at the point here to create some late separation, and is able to go up, attack the ball at the highest point. You can see the body control in the air, the tracking ability. He's very dominant in this situation. And then he gets that knee in bounds and gets the catch. I think they call it incomplete on the field, but he does get this catch, and that's a 3rd down and 9 situation, just dominating the other team's best corner. I just think Drake London's going to be a special player in this league for a very long time. I love London's versatility because while he can dominate on a vertical plane on the outside, you can get him lined up in the slot, work over the middle of the field. He's got the toughness for it. He's got the route running, the instincts to work versus zone. And you can see a little bit of his basketball background right here, working this crossover on the safety. He takes the outside leverage and then gives a hard hip shift to the outside, hits him with the crossover, and then gets those eyes, snap back to the quarterback inside this soft spot of the zone, starts to slow down so he doesn't get too far to the middle of the field defender right there, and then get upfield right after the catch to pick up the 1st down. So love the instincts there. Now they can just start getting him more of these types of plays, but with extra space, so he's able to work after the catch. He doesn't have to turn back. One of these situations where he's just running a route versus zone. There's nothing too crazy about it. He's just kind of getting to his spot, and then the quarterback just chucks it up into multiple defenders. Try to give your receiver a chance who's dominant at the catch point, and he's just floating. He's in basically between these triangle of defenders, and he goes up, tracks the ball beautifully with a guy in front of him, goes up, catches the ball at its highest point, just looking that ball in the whole time. Just wanted to show another play where he's very, very good at the catch point. He can do it in contested areas. He can do it when, he's got a little bit of space. He can go up when people are in front of him. But just really beautiful ball, tracking this in, great eyes. And he's got that fearlessness, knowing that if he might take a hit while he's going up for the ball, he's not afraid to get hit. He's very physical, got a lot of play strength as well. A 4th and 2 situation. This is a really nice route from London versus Marlon Humphrey, who's a really good corner. Now, there is a negative because he does end up fumbling on this play. That's one area London does need to improve, as he did have a couple fumbles on the season. But overall, that's not something you really worry about for wide receivers. That's more of a running back big issue. But here, he's in a stacked position. He's not able to get super pressed at the line of scrimmage just based on his alignment. He gives a slight, hesitation release outside, slides this, and then uses that left arm to get back to the inside. He's very physical in his routes, and then he gets even with the corner. Really impressive break right here to get even, sink those hips, and then break horizontally to completely get away from Humphrey and just create all that natural separation. And then he catches the ball away from the frame. Just got to work on ball security here at the end, because that was a 4th and 2, 20-yard gain would have been a really big play, but he does end up fumbling. But just wanted to show that to show off his route running capability. It's really impressive how he's able to move, set up his routes at his size. London got some fluidity to his game to make some horizontal breaks. While this isn't the cleanest break out for this route, he's still able to create enough separation. But for a guy of his size, this is pretty well done, especially the route running, just working into blind spots. He starts off by attacking to the outside and then giving this slight stem back to vertical, using his eyes, his body to manipulate back to the inside, move this corner out of the spot where you want to go to, and then break back to the outside. That's impressive movement, route running ability for his size. Pick up that first down. Really impressive play from London. We've seen him work his route running vertically. We've seen him run some routes to the inside, and now we've seen some out-breaking routes. He really can do it all, which is definitely impressive from a rookie guy who's, obviously his size. You don't see many guys be able to move like that. Another impressive vertical play here from London. I love his ability to, manipulate pace variation. The best receivers do this, like specifically players like Devontae Adams. They do a really good job of like lulling the DBs to sleep. They'll either get off the ball really slowly, play with patience, and then burst out of nowhere, or sometimes they'll just go really fast, then slow it down. Right here, you get to see London just work the pace well the whole time. He takes it off a little bit slowly, and then once he gets off the line fast and then starts to slow it down, he raises his pad level, which is usually like an indicator that they're about to break, and then he just eats up the cushion of the corner and then bursts once he gets close, gets to the outside, goes through the hands, shows off the play strength too, to go through that pretty easily, and then catch the ball in stride. Impressive route from London to lull that DB to sleep, especially when, he's playing against a deep coverage corner. Another impressive route from London. This time we get to see him working a curl deep to the outside, pick up 12 yards on a 2nd and 22 situation, and you can just see the fluidity. Look at him work like these pressure steps right here once he eats up the cushion, and that hard right, the hard left, and then just sinking those hips, gets out of it pretty cleanly with efficient footwork. But you just love to see those, those like rocker type of steps, those basically pressure steps, keep the DB off point. You can see how the corner is very threatened by the vertical right here. He's very scared of that, and then London able to just sink it, manipulate the whole time. And then, doesn't go down super easily too. Would have been nice to see him maybe break that tackle, but it's very difficult to get London down on the ground. Here we got London getting a touchdown here, just continuing the play. It's also an impressive release off the ball. He runs his releases with the 3 Ps, which is like the patient, plan, physicality. Here he didn't really need the physicality part, but you can clearly tell he's patient. He gives us a slide, a little bit of a diamond release, hard stab to the outside, running with the plan there, and then gets that free release back to the inside, and then sticks with Mariota the whole time and gets the touchdown in the back of the end zone. Good situational field awareness too. No reas on the field, get 2 feet in bounds. Another impressive play right there from Drake. Another similar play where London lulls the DB to sleep. He gives a hard inside leverage off the beginning here to sort of square up the corner, make him look like he's going to break to the inside, and he just plays it slow the whole time, looking like he's probably going to block here off this play action. Just takes it slow, squares him up, and then presses hard inside stab. Look how he's able to manipulate, move this corner. It's very, very impressive, and then able to get on the vertical outside plane, and that's hard to do against the Seahawks 3-match scheme. They've actually been pretty shut down this year, especially on a vertical plane, but London able to create a lot of separation on that play right there. Another London touchdown in the red zone, similar to the Bears one. Obviously this one he doesn't have to work on the scramble drill, and he's not facing press, but he gets a similar look outside leverage corner, and he just attacks, sets this up perfectly, squares this up. He clearly runs this with a nice pace. He has a plan here, showing high pad level like he's going to break to the outside. Hard stab, gets that inside track on the corner, and then wins by attacking this ball at the catch point. Doesn't allow it to come into the chest. If he did, it would have been incompleted. He uses his frame to his advantage, and then he even takes a hit, which draws a flag at the end of the play and still stays on his feet. So impressive physicality. He's not afraid to work the middle of the field. He's fearless. And then he knows how to use his body to box out and attack to finish these plays. Final play, then I'm going to break down London's touchdown versus Seahawks at the beginning of the year. This is a very impressive play because this was early on, one of the first few games of the season. And he recognizes the pressure and this space right here. So he gets his eyes snapped around early for Mariota. He knows he's the hot route. And he catches this ball. And then he knows that this DB was back there, and he recognizes he has no eyes on him right now, and he's able to anticipate where he's going to be. He catches this and immediately changes direction. When you have this type of anticipation after the catch, you're going to be a special player. This is the type of things that like Jamar Chase does that he's really good at to get these yards after catch, because he's not, maybe the most explosive change of direction guy, because Jamar Chase is very explosive, but he's not like super change of direction like a Tyreek Hill. But he does a great job of anticipating to change direction, setting this up. That's what London does right there, and then it gets him in the end zone, run through an arm tackle, use a stiff arm. An amazing play. I love how physically he plays. He's really the whole package, and I only think he's going to get better as his career goes on, just when he's used in a better situation that fits his skill set a little bit better than probably what the Falcons did his rookie year. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.